Right, morning all. Well, afternoon, Sunday, 12:10. Right, yesterday I was checking out some saws at home base. I wanted to get a portable battery operated saw, but they didn't have none. Well, they had one, but they said like it doesn't come with battery or charger. You'd have to buy a battery charge for it, which would have cost me a lot more. The actual saw would have done actually. Well, that's what the shopkeeper said anyway. So I came home and had a look on Amazon, and there's a few there, you know. Again, some without battery and power pack, some with batteries with power pack, some middle range between, say, like £50 up to like a couple of £100. And I was just having a browse around because I have arthritis in my hands, and many times I keep saying about these two things I broke last year. I still don't have, you know, a lot of energy in those hands, and when I'm sawing, I do tend to like tire easily with my hand, and you know, it does cramp up and it does hurt sometimes. You know, I just don't have the strength in this hand to actually saw sometimes. I can't saw left-handed. What I do with my left hand, I drag like long sticks, carry long sticks, short sticks, whatever with this hand. I can carry a few like sticks and branches with this hand, but not heavy ones. So with heavy ones, I've got to drag it with my left hand. And the thing is, like, you know, when I'm looking for longer kind of like branches to you know, stand up as a wall, it can be very tiring. Keep going back and forth, sawing, bringing the logs over or the branches over, going back, sawing, and you know, etc., etc. So I had a look on Amazon yesterday, and I did see one saw, which was an okay looking kind of saw. I'll show you what it is by doing a quick screen share. Amazon. So this one I saw on Amazon last night. Let me just show you that. And you know, it's a portable. You know, you've got your battery charger, and apparently, you know, it says it's like kind of very light compatible. It's got 4 stars on it, more 5 stars than any other kind of stars. You know, you got 10% 4 stars, 14% 2 stars, and 11% 1 star. But as you see, you know, you got a very good review, 65% on 5 star. Now there were other kind of like saws there, but at different prices. I don't have the money to keep going out and buying equipment all the time. You know, I'm on a very, very, very low budget, and some of the stuff I got was thanks to Christopher, one of my viewers. He sent me a load of stuff, so that actually saved me going out and buying a lot of stuff as well. You know, like kettles, mugs, mess tins. I thought they were blankets, but they actually shawls. You know, string. A load of stuff he sent me, load of stuff. But as I say, I was looking on Amazon yesterday, and I saw this saw, and I thought, you know what, I'd buy it. I don't know, I can always send it back. So this it turned up today, because I've got time, and it ain't too heavy, you know. So I've kind of opened it, as you can see. So it's got the power cord here, charger, UK plug. And by the way, this saw actually cost £52.49. That's £52.49. I did actually buy some more blades, which I'll show you as well. Let me go to my purchase. Get the page lights up. So I actually ordered more blades for it. a pack of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 blades. That's $10.99. And you do get long blades and small blades. You get 6 small and 4 long blades, and say $10.99. They fit the actual saw that I've got. There's the clamp. It's actually got like, well, I thought it was one where actually, you know, it kind of like opens and closes, but it isn't. It's one that actually is like all in one piece kind of thing. There's the battery, and I think I've got some tools with the same kind of battery. So if I can find the tools with that battery, I'm going to be okay with it, because then I want to find more batteries for it. There's the saw. You've got the manual. I think this might be a registration card, warranty card. Saxon blades gives you an idea of other stuff they do. It shows you the blades there. They've got jigsaw blades, which I don't need. But this here, and it's, you know, it is kind of light. I could probably get used to that because it's about the weight of one of my hammers actually. So I was a bit kind of wondering how you put these together, and I'll be honest with you, I did open it up and try it earlier, but I thought I'd put it all back together and show you it. What you got to do is that this here, you have to twist around. Let's say you unlock that. So, because I've got a cut thumb, it might be a little bit more difficult, but you put that in there and you slide it down and then you release it. And then that is solidly stuck in there. With this, you got like a little gap there. You push that in, and it should lock down like so. To actually take that out, you push this down to release it. You actually push that one in when it comes out, and the battery goes in there like so. Now I'm pushing that thing, and why is it not working? Why is it not working? What you got to do is push that in, and there we go. Now it has got a lock on it. You can either push it in that way, or you push it in that way. If you push it in that way, you know, once you let go of it, it will actually lock itself. Now you can actually, this got like a little, it's like more you push in, more speed it goes. So you push it in, and you can do it slow, and when you push that in more, as long as you've got your hand on the trigger still, you don't have to worry about it unlocking. But as soon as you let go of the trigger, it unlocks. Now also on here, it's got 3 LED, and I think that's like the tells you about the battery, how strong the battery is left on it. So if it's like red, you know, that's or green or whatever. I've not read the instructions. One of them will tell, like, I think what it is that as long as they're all like lit up, that's like near enough full charge. If it's halfway, then it's half battery. And if you only got one LED, such as I think it's normally red, it means like empty. It does actually come charged, but I don't know how much battery is charged on it. To actually take this blade out, you've got to turn this around again, and then you just pull it out. And because some of the wood I've got is kind of like thick, you know, if I want to use one of these blades, I just like twist that around again, and can be a bit fumbly with this bracket thing on actually. So what I might do is just take that off, so I've got access to the thing. Twist that round, slot the new blade in, and then make sure that's around the right way. It's got to go that way. That's in, because it's got like a little brackets there. As soon as it actually hits that, and that's in. So again, I can't use it until I push that in. There we go. Now, because that is actually like got the kind of bracket, I think you could probably only use like about 3 to 4 inch logs. It's more, I think someone actually did say they had a problem trying to cut a pallet with it. So I don't know until I try it out. You know, I have got a pallet which I need to cut up anyway. So when I'm cutting the pallet, I probably will remove this, just pull that off, and then just like push the start button. And there we go. No, it looks like it's vibrating quite a bit. You know, it does have like a little bit of wonkiness. I suppose once it actually gets in the wood. So I'm not actually pushing it in. Sometimes it locks by itself. So, you know, there could be just like a little minor fault. So yeah, like, you know, it's compatible, small. I think I'm going to enjoy using this. It's just clicked, so it's not going to work now. You know, the only way it's going to work is by pushing that in and then running it. So I think I'm going to enjoy using this actually. I ain't going to keep having to use my hand and sawing it and making my hand hurt. You know, because I say this hand is, you know, I believe still a bit damaged. These 2 fingers I still can't bend properly. That's as far as I can bend it. You know, with my other hand, you know, I can bend them straight. When I'm kind of like closing these, you know, I can close those 2 top fingers, but it's hard for me to close these ones still. You know, it's not actually leaning over like those ones should do. You know, it feels like it's completely out of joint. But that's the reason why I decided to buy one of these, because if I've got a damaged hand or anyone's got a damaged hand and they have arthritis like I do, and your hands kind of like get really sore and tired and cramp up quite a lot, like I do with this hand, you know, you can't be sawing and sawing and sawing, because you know, your hand is just going to keep hurting all the time. So that's why I wanted to find something which I could use, portable, battery operated. I'm not sure the length of the battery on this, depends how long you use it for. The manual comes and it's got like English, Dutch, French, Spanish and Italian. So I'm going to find anything about the battery. Kickback. It does say kickback may occur when the nose or the tip of the blade touches an object. So you're going to get a bit of a kickback. Removing the clamp. I'm not sure I've got anything about the battery. Charging the battery. warning: the power battery for the charger should be protected by residual current device. Installing the battery use. Now, I don't think you can actually buy these batteries separately. I did put a message on Amazon, and a lot of people did say that, you know, they find it a bit difficult to try and find batteries for them. But there are tools, you know, which I have got, which use that same kind of battery. I'm sure I have. So I'll just have to look around for my tools. Cutting without clamp. It don't really say much about the battery, I don't think. No, I don't see nothing about how long the batteries last for. You got an email, support@tacklife.net. But no information about the battery. I know it does say online. It does say here, note that it take 4 to 5 charging cycles before battery reaches optimal charge and runtime. Once the battery is fully charged, the green light will illuminate. But it don't say nothing about how long the batteries last for. So, you know, if I have got like my hand saws, as I say. If I'm gonna, I suppose, use this. Maybe I don't know why it won't unlock. Oh, I'm trying to lock it, thinking I still got that on there, and I ain't put it on there. What an idiot! I don't think I can actually remove that bottom bit anyway. So what I need to do is take the blade off. And then unplug the battery. And that's the battery it takes. I'm sure I've got some of these batteries. If I can find them, then I can actually use those as well. But to be honest with you, I don't know, you know, if I like it or not. I've got to try it out. I won't try it with the actual blade that came with the black. It comes with like a little black blade. This one here. That's the original blade it comes with. These other blades, the ones I purchased myself for, you know, spares online. You know, for £52, I think it's, you know, an okay deal at the moment. So until I actually do a proper check on it and test it out, you know, I don't know what it's going to be like. If it's got a bit of a kickback, you know, I'm not going to really like it, to be honest. I don't like things that kick back too much. So, you know, I think I saw 1 or 2 other saws on there, but I think all saws are going to be, you know, giving kickbacks. Even the saws I've got over here, you know, that one there, this one with the blue button, that kicks back sometimes. That Buzzy toe over there, that sometimes kicks back. I was cutting a bit of wood in here one day, which I shouldn't do, you know, being in my bedroom, making a hell of a mess, and it kicked back the wood, and the wood went flying across the room, hit the window, and I thought it was going to smash the window, but luckily it didn't. Scared me and the cat. So don't do cutting inside. You know, I normally would do it outside, but you know, it was really crappy weather at the time, and I just wanted to cut the little bits of wood. So yeah, just don't do it inside your house like I was stupid enough to do. Right, so I'm going to put this on charge. It's actually on green right now, but I'm going to leave it in there because it says, like, you know, rapid charge 1 hour. So, you know, I think the battery might come half charged. You know, as soon as I actually, I did have a quick test on it before I did the video. As soon as I put the battery in, you know, even before I put the blade in, I tried turning it on, and I didn't know how you turned it on or not, you know, kind of thing. And when I sussed out, because I don't like reading manuals, you know, to manuals, just a bit of paper, and I'll throw them away sometimes, you know, but sometimes it's always best to read your manual because then it tells you a little bit more about the device, you know, how to lock it and how unlock it, how to put your blade in, you know, gives you information about your battery, how long it takes. Well, it doesn't tell you how long it takes in the manual, but on the Amazon page, it does state that the battery is fast charging. Let me just go to my order again. It's locked me out of Amazon. I've got to log back in. Right, so it's it is a lithium-ion battery. 1 hour fast charging. Double safety switch, includes clamping blade, clamping jaw, blade for wood. So that black blade is for actually cutting wood. But the blade itself, as I showed you, no, it is a small blade, but you know, the longer ones, you'll probably be able to cut, you know, longer kind of wood. So this is more kind of like branch, while the other ones I've got in here, you know, especially these ones, you know, you see the difference. You know, you might be able to cut a small log. You know, you might have to cut around it, you know, a couple of times, you know, do one that side, turn the log around, do that side, turn the log around, do that side, turn. So you might have to rotate the log 4 times, unless you just like use a normal hand saw or a chainsaw. I was looking at getting a chainsaw, to be honest with you. You know, you can get a chainsaw about 70 to 80 quid, you know, cheap one. But I don't like carrying, you know, like fuel around with me. But you know, later I might decide to get one if I need one. But the problem is, sometimes with my hobbies, I tend to like start a hobby and then I get fed up with it. I'm not saying I'm going to get fed up with bushcrafting, because you know, once I've built my camp, you know, I ain't going to use that as like a peace haven. I'm going to be going up there, you know, every week or every couple of weeks, you know, especially during the summertime, and you know, just like spending the night over there. Well, I might spend 2 nights over there once I've got used to the dark and the weird noises, you know, kind of thing. But I have still got a lot of work to do there. You know, so I'm not going to be camping while I'm actually still working there. Some people would do that, you know, some people actually camp while they work and they're building. But I'd rather like go there, build some, and come home, have a proper night's sleep, if possible, in the bed, and then go up there a few days later, because I do tire easily. You know, my energy seems to like just crap out on me. No, I'm practically well halfway, definitely well halfway building the base. I call it base. You know, some people call it a little shack, some people call it a hut, some people call it a cabin. I'm just calling it whatever, you know. I'll keep sometimes saying like cabin, but it's more like a little shack, I suppose. There is a lot of work still needs to do in it. You know, I still need to do wall 3. I need to do the ceiling. I need to go around all the walls and like fill the gaps in. Not only that, I still need to do the front wall and the doorway. Then I've got to do the door. Plus, I need to do little shutters for the windows. So it's, a lot of work in progress still. Hopefully, I'll have it done within the next month or two. Depends on how many times I go up there each week. Depends on the weather. I'm not going to go up there when it's raining or, blowing a gale and, that kind of stuff. You've got to think of safety. If you're up there and it's blowing a gale and you're trying to put wood down, there could be a nearby tree that might get blown down and might land on top of you or land on top of the building, or, things can happen. Like, I cut myself twice the other day and hammered my thumb as well. So, the other day was a bit of a bad day for me. The window frame took me an hour to bloody do, and it's just like 4 bloody sticks with 2 going inside the actual frame itself. I have noticed when I was coming home from home base, so I bought another axe, but this ain't no proper axe. This is a wood splitting axe, and it cost me £4. Block splitter. Oh, I can't get the bloody thing off. £4 block splitter, and you've got the flat end there, which you could probably use a hammer or something, or to flatten out the metal. So this will be going up with me tomorrow, and I am going to go tomorrow. The weather looks better. It did say it's going to rain, but it's changed. Just like the British weather always keeps messing around. 1 minute saying it's going to be dry and sunny with like possible little gusts of wind, then the next minute it's like rainy or partially rainy with cloud. Then the next minute it's cloudy with gusts of winds. Then like it suddenly changed again. It's supposed to be like raining and gusts of winds tomorrow. But when I checked it last night, it now says, and I'll tell you what it says. Let's go back on. Why is this not working? There we go. So tomorrow, it's supposed to be pouring down the rain today, and I'm not seeing no rain yet. Banging's upstairs. Come on. My phone is so bloody slow sometimes, man. Right, weather. Now, tomorrow, it's changed again, light rain. But the rain ain't going to start till 5 o'clock. It's going to be raining around about 6 o'clock in the morning for a little bit. But from Monday, it's going to be kind of sunny. Don't know if you see that. And it's going to be sunny on and off until like 5 o'clock. Sunny until like 10 o'clock. Then you got like a little bit of sun 11 o'clock, and then from 12 until 4, just after 4, it's going to be kind of overcast. Tuesday, thick cloud, moderate breeze all through the day until 2 o'clock. Then the rest of the evening is like, just normal cloud. Wednesday is going to be like cloud all through the day. But Thursday and Friday is supposed to be like sunny intervals and a moderate breeze. So I may go up there again Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going, although it says it's going to be raining, light rain. That's not going until like 5 o'clock. And I'll probably be packed up on the way home by then anyway. I know it don't get dark till 6, but I do like to get home, have a bit of a break, have coffee, something to eat. At least I ain't got to carry a saucepan of food up tomorrow, because I left my saucepan and 2 tins of food up there. and it's in my like little bed bench inside. I left a load of stuff up there. New kettle, which Christopher sent me, the mug, firewood, dry firewood and stuff like that's up there. I've got like bug spray and stuff like that, but I won't take that out just yet. I'll leave that here until my actual building's finished. Then I can start putting some spray in there, and then like come home and then like leave it for a few days so that spray, that bug, take its time to settle down, and I ain't got that stink, that smell in there. And then hopefully I ain't got no too many bugs crawling around. Yeah, so it looks okay for tomorrow until 5 o'clock. So I will be going tomorrow. If it rains, it rains, kind of thing. I'll just have to put a tarp up on the ceiling, on the roof bit, and just stand under there and just carry on doing like little bits and pieces. People said, why don't you camp over? I'm not ready to camp over there at the moment. I'd rather wait until the building's finished before I actually decide to go over there. It's just more of a getaway kind of peace saving thing. If I'm sitting in here and I'm bored and feeling like low, stressed out, depressed, then I'll jump on the bus and go up there and just sit around, and like make a cup of coffee and just do like a little general clean up when I want to, kind of thing. Or when I go up there milk detecting, when I go out there, take my milk detector, just do a bit of detecting. When I feel like taking a break, go to my little shack, put a kettle on, have a drink, have something to eat if I've taken food up there. I have an hour and a half break and get back to doing some milk detecting. And then if I fancy staying up there overnight, I will do. If I don't, then I'll just come back home. I'm hoping to do 1 day camping over Captain Common with my tent towards the end of the month, just before my fishing license runs out, because I want to get at least 1 day in fishing, because my permit runs out, I think. I've got my permit stuff here. No, I haven't. It's in my other wallet somewhere. But I know my permit runs out at the end of March. Where my other wallet is, I don't know. And I'm not going to start hunting for it now. But usually, the bailies are okay if they know you. If I go up there and say, look, I've left my wallet indoors, I'm a member, go and ask him, Bolton, he's got my permit number. And they go and check if they need to, but usually they're okay. If it's a new bailiff who doesn't know me, they might just turn around and say, well, we can't fish. But it can't stop me from camping over there, kind of thing. But yeah, once I start sleeping over there and the camp's built, you never, can tell it's, complete or not. You're always wanting to do other bits and pieces. Once I have completed it, I've got to make like a little fencing around to stop the horses coming through, because it is on a horse land. So I've got to make a fence. I've got like a little pair of shears to go around cutting around, the horrible roots that come out in the ground, and like walk a couple of times I tripped over because the bramble. So I'm going to be going around cutting those bloody things off. And then I also might want to make, I'm thinking about making like a little garden, planting some vegetables. And I've got the seeds and everything ready somewhere. In Poundland, they've got like, seeds as well. And they've actually got, bulbs cut off plants which are already there. So I might get some of those and plant some of those later on. Or what I need is a spade, plenty of horse manure around, so I can use that as like what's that called? The stuff you put on to make the plants grow a lot better. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting little journey for me. So I'm not going to start that every day, every week. There are times I'm going to be going up there just for a night or two, and then coming home and then, you know, do some milk detecting. And then when I'm not milk detecting, just go out there and just chill out and, you know, just clean up around the place. Now there is stuff laying around the area, you know, like garbage, which I probably might just pick up and put to one side and say, hey, Ron, you know, I've just picked all this garbage up. Maybe you can, like, dispose of it. And all you got to do is get a wheelbarrow over and, like, you know, remove it. I still got to figure out, you know, what kind of fireplace I want to put in there. Probably end up being a brick one. But there is a, I think it's an old metal water tank, not far. So I'm going to check that out again tomorrow. And maybe I might use a water tank as a fire pit inside the building. But I need to find something to, like, you know, to control the smoke, you know, the air outtake of the smoke to go out of the building and up outside into the atmosphere. So I need to suss that out as well. But it's going to, you know, saying it's going to be an interesting, like, hobby alone, that bit, you know, trying to suss out what kind of fire pit I want in here, either brick or if it is like a metal water tank thing, I could use that. But then I'm going to need to find some, like, round metal piping. So, you know it's just like trial and error stuff at the moment. You know, I've always got to, like, kind of maintain the basis for the actual shelter, because some of that wood, you know, could just completely dry out and go, you know, might just fall apart, you know, and if one falls apart, then the whole thing might fall apart, which I'm hoping that ain't going to happen. But I still have to go around checking, like, time to time, you know, what piece of lumber, you know, what kind of, like, wooden branch or whatever, you know, needs replacing. So yeah, so tomorrow will be episode 8, series 1, episode 8, and I'm going to continue the episodes until I've actually completed the building, so it could go up to, like, episode 15 or something, you know. And then season 2 will be me doing, like, you know, the corral, you know, the fencing, general cleaning up, making, like, a little garden vegetable patch and stuff like that, you know. And also, like, just me chilling out, you know, and just sitting there. Also, I did get off Amazon, where are they? I was here earlier. I'll keep moving things and losing things. Here they are. I did buy some of these little lanterns off Amazon. These were 4 for £10, $9.99. They are bright, so I tested them out last night when I was on my other channel doing the general chat. These don't have, like, a button where you can actually dim them down. These are just, like, one solid kind of light. But I've noticed that if you, like, you know, just lift this up and down, you can control the light that way. You know, if you only want a dim light, just have it, like, a fraction open. And if you want a full light, then, you know, just open it. I've only got, you know, I've got batteries for all of them, but I'm only going to take 2 up with me. I've only put batteries in 1 at the moment, but I will take 2 up with me. I don't really want to be using too much light during the night time in there, so I'm going to have, like, you know, I've got one window frame up. I'm going to be readjusting the left wall and doing a window frame for that one as well later. Just more, you know, so I can see if I can hear something outside, I can peek outside the window instead of actually going out. And I'm actually going to be making shutters for the window frames as well. But I'll probably do those when the actual building, the shelter is near complete. So I'm not too worried about, you know, doing shutters at the moment. I'm also going to be doing some kind of shelving in there, so I'll get some wood. You know, I've got some brackets, the bed bench. Well, I've got those, like, little logs, and I just pull them up out of the way so I can put my stuff down. I'm going to redo that. I'm going to use some more pallet wood, and I'm going to have to get some brackets so I can actually or I might just use nails actually, and some more wood, and join them together. And I've got some brackets I can use, so I can have the actual lid lift up and then shut down. And I've got another bracket which I'm going to use as a padlock, so I can lock it when I go out and leave my base. At the moment there is stuff there, the kettle that Christopher sent me, couple of mugs that he sent me. I've got saucepan, frying pan, some food. I think there's 1 or 2 tools I left there as well. Loads of wood, dry wood, fire lighting stuff. That's the point. I've got to remember to take some more candle balls. I've got to take those up with me tomorrow. So I'm running out of those. I've got to make some more as well. So I might do that later on today, make some more of those. I've got some candles. Not the ones I wanted, but I did have the ones when I went up there yesterday, but I didn't bother. I'm just going to use these ones, melt these down, make some more cotton wool ball, wax, petroleum. So, to make what I make, you just need candle wax, melt it down. I normally put 2 spoonfuls of these in, because this is flammable. 1 of these, 2 spoonfuls of that, and dip the cotton wool balls in for about 5 seconds. Take them out and dry them off. They do burn quite well actually. I've not really timed them, to be honest with you, but I think they will burn for at least 5-6 minutes. If you just use a normal cotton wool bud, cotton wool ball, it lights up and it goes out. It's actually burnt up within about 5-10 seconds. But when you've got wax and petroleum jelly, it burns for a good 5-6-7 minutes. Depends on how big the cotton wool ball is. And I have actually still got another one here, so I'll probably take both of those up with me. I'm not going to be, I don't think I'll be using them all, but at least it's there for, I ain't got to keep carrying them up. So I'll probably take what other wood I've got up there with me, being this dry wood. They do actually still have these in the Poundland. It's like a little kind of fence, mini fence made out of these, and you get about 50, maybe more sticks. I think, could be wrong, could be less, for a pound. Let's just put that on that, so I'll have to pick those up in a minute. But yeah, I've got a lot of wood, and I've got this stuff as well, which I bought myself. That's good little fire lighting stuff. More wood here. So what I'm going to do is probably take all this wood up with me, and when I leave, I normally store it in a carrier bag, and just hope the rain don't get into it and make it all wet. I've got a load of this stuff. I've still got some stuff in here, which I've not taken apart like this, which I've got out of someone's skip. I was going to go down and check the skip out again today, but I don't think I'm bothered. I'll wait until I need more wood, then just ride around on my bike and see what I can find. This stuff here is like a brick. It's supposed to be a briquette, which you light the paper on. It's just sawdust, but it's like damp sawdust, you know, kind of thing. So, and you know, I broke that down into 2 packets. So I'll leave 1 pack here, and I'm going to take the other pack up with me. But that's all the wood I've got now. You know, I need to process more wood later. There's like little bits of wood here, the same kind of stuff. That stuff here, but you know, it's a different colour. It's more of a lighter colour. Same kind of wood though, but there's other wood in there as well. So all this I'm going to be taking up with me tomorrow and leaving there. It's just like firelighting stuff, just to get the fire started. Going to make some more cotton wool petroleum jelly balls later, and that's it. So I'm going to keep all that to one side and sort it out as I go along. I'm just like taking an extra bag with me, but I won't have to bring it home, which is good, because usually when I first started, I used to like bring most of the stuff back home with me, and it's like very tiring carrying like, you know, your backpack and, you know, like a carrier bag or 2. So you know, now I just like leave it in the actual bed bench and hope that no one goes around and, like, you know, realises that they can get into it and take stuff out. Yeah, I'll put that in here with me splitting axe. Gotta make sure that I don't lose this, because I lost the axe one. And I did find it. I think I put it in the coat pocket. I keep like losing things. You know, I always place something down and go and lose it. So all this I'm going to put in there, because that will go up with me tomorrow. And I'll store that in my bed bench. You know, just that whole bag, you know, just heavy enough. I don't have to take food with me, because there's food up there ready for me. I've got my kettle, my mug, and that's it really. So yeah, you know, check out the video when I get out tomorrow night, because I always like upload the video the same day. Sometimes it will take, you know, a few hours to do, because I've got to download the video files onto my computer. Then I've got to rename all the files, because you know, the camera does not save it as like A, B, C, D or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, you know, saves it, and like it kind of mixes them up on the camera for some reason. So I've got to kind of remember what I'd done and rename it, you know. So if I was like doing the window frame and then had the tea break, you know, I've got to try to remember, did I have the tea break before I'd done the window frame, or did I do the window frame before I had the tea break? And you know, I do forget a lot of things, so I had to sit there and try and remember what I did do. And on 1 or 2 of my videos, you know, it wasn't the way it's supposed to have been, but you know, people ain't gonna know that. So so I got all the videos over and rename them and put them through Film and Armour, and then like put them all to one file, you know, save it as like one file, export it onto the computer. That takes like a couple of hours to do. Once it's saved, I've got to upload it to YouTube, and that can take, you know, 2.5 hours to upload, depending on how big the file is. And the last 2 videos, but being over 2 hours long, took like over 2 hours to upload. So, you know, it does take a lot of time to actually upload the video. I could compress the video even smaller, but the thing is, when you compress a video smaller, it tends to start going all blocky, and you know, the speech goes out of like tone, you know, and you know, the audio is crappy. So, you know, I'll just keep it as it is. But that's the camera I've been using. I did break the actual glass case at the bottom, but you know, it doesn't really make much difference to the glass screen. 32 gig memory in there. It's a touch camera, so I can go into the settings by touching the screen. This one's been giving me okay, you know, kind of like operation. The other one, which I bought with the little LCD screen, for some reason it just kept recording a video, but although it shows that it's recording, you know, I could be recording for 5-6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, stop it. But when I brought it home and I uploaded the video content, for some reason it was only showing 1:35 of the actual video on a computer. The rest had just disappeared. So why that was happening, I don't know. So I've had to stop using that one. So it means I might have to buy yet another 4K camera later on. More money, which I've got to burn away, because if that breaks, the only other camera I've got is a 1080p one, and you know, it isn't like the 720 wide angle like that one is. You know, the other one I've got is just like a standard 1080 360 angle. Right, I'm going to go and get some things sorted out and make some more cotton ball wax petroleum jelly kind of fire lighters maybe. Right, cheers watching, and have a good week. Catch you later.